My name is Stacy Brown, and I am a foster parent and have been a foster parent for 3 years. I had 2 children, ages 3 and 20 months old. I live in Bronx, New York. I'm doing this video right now and I get a little emotional because my kids was taken away from me on allegation, and I just want my kids back. I'm with Children Aid Society, and I had to do this video because I need to speak out and let them know I didn't know my rights. That's why I came to FPA, because I needed help. I felt all alone. I felt I had no help. And a girlfriend of mine just happened to tell me about this, and I thank God she brought me here, because now I don't feel like I'm by myself. But I want my kids back. I need my kids back. They was everything to me. I did what a mother is supposed to do, and I take care of my kids. And I'm reaching out, and I'm letting everybody know that justice in my case was not filed. They got things against me that's not true. When I took those kids in my home, they were a week old, straight from the hospital. I had no kids of my own. I've lost 2 kids prior to that. And when I saw my babies, I knew automatically that they were my children. I need help, and I'm asking for those who are foster parents. Speak out, talk, tell somebody, because somebody can tell somebody and you can get help. I want my kids back. I missed them. I haven't seen them now in 2 months, and I know my babies is acting for me. I just want them to know I have not abandoned them. If I can have my kids here right now, you don't even begin to know how I think about these kids. I go to sleep. I cry day and night for my babies. I'm the only mother that they know. They have no family members. They only know me. I've heard that my baby go to school and she asks for her mommy. I beg you all, listen to me. Hear my plea, hear my cry. But see, I serve an awesome God. I serve an awesome God, and justice will prevail. Justice will prevail. I just want to bring my kids back, and I'm so sorry that I'm getting so emotional like this. And nobody knows, anybody that knows me knows how I love those kids to pieces. I just got tired of taking care of everybody else's kids. I gave up on hope about having my own kids. When I got with this agency and I saw my babies, I knew it was it for me. I knew it was it. I knew automatically without any questions that I wanted those kids. It wasn't about money. Money is not everything. I wanted to do whatever necessary for my kids. And I feel that Children's Aid Society, and why I said Children's Aid Society, and I'm going to say it strong, Children's Aid Society did not do me right. They came to my home. They always would say to me, Ms. Brown, oh, your home is lovely. You're taking good care of these kids. Why do you buy this for these kids? Why are you spending so much? But then that's why they got their money. You're supposed to spend their money on them. It wasn't about money, because it was just about the love. The love. I breathe for those kids. I live for those kids. And I want my kids. I want my kids back. I am so hurt. I'm so hurt. I'm so angry because I want to know why. Why they had to take them from me. You say there's justice for these kids. How is it justice for these kids when you remove them from the only home that they know and you put them in another home that they don't
know, you're confusing the kids. Then you know, in the outcome when they get a little older, that their minds ain't right, and then you're wondering why their minds ain't right because you just not. This is not meat that you throw in the garbage. This is not food you toss in the garbage. These are children. These are babies that's looking for a home. There are so many kids out here that need love. And when they came to my home, they were loved. My family loved. I don't do anything wrong. I feed my community. Folks in my community can tell you I feed community. I am in a church. I sing on the choir. I serve the God that I serve. And they was in the church. My babies, I sing on the choir. My babies would be there with me, singing with me on the choir, tapping their tangerines. And you know what gets over on me? Because I think about the goodness of what God has done for me. And that's given me hope. And when I found this, I can't even talk. I'm so upset. When I found here where I'm at right now, I have hope. I have hope. And these are tears, not so much of tears of anger. This is just tears of sorrow. These are tears that I know one day that I'm going to get these kids back. I'm sitting here now with John, who is their foster dad, and he loves these kids to death. And the allegation was against John, and I know that my God is going to work everything out. I know He's going to work everything out. I know that there's people behind me. I feel so blessed to know that I can get help. I know. You know, Children's Aid Society didn't tell me these things. Children's Aid Society didn't tell me that, okay, well, Miss Brown, if you need help, I've always reached out to the agency. When something was going on, I've always reached out to them. When I needed to have certain, you know, anything, I reached out to Children's Aid Society. I am ashamed, and I'm going to say it again, I'm ashamed to have been a foster parent with Children's Aid Society because I did nothing. I treated them right. I've sat there, I had them come in my home. Sometimes the caseworkers would come in my home and sit there for an hour when they supposed to only been there for 10 minutes because we get so deep into the conversations and we start laughing. And then another thing, you come in and I have 2 children. Why would you as a caseworker will come in, look at one child? A caseworker is supposed to look at 2 kids. I don't care if they're not your child. You still look at both kids, see if both kids is all right. But then you all come to my home, tells me how great a work I'm doing, but then you do all this to me. It's not fair. It's not right. I'm reaching out. I'm going to put it out there that I did not like what Children's Aid Society did to me. I did not like it. I just want my babies back home to the mother that they know. They only know their mothers. And if my babies, or anybody at Children's Aid Society, anybody that sees this video, you let them know that I love my babies. I give anything. I will go leaps and bounds to get my kids back. I just want my babies back. I miss them so, so much. And that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I haven't heard back up. I loved him. I loved him, and I want them back. I'll do anything to get them back. 2 kids. That's what I can see right now, but that's all right. I'll do anything to get them back. I was her backup.
In action.
My name is John Grant.
I'm not cutting you off, John. I'm not
New
cutting
York.
you off. The allegations while the kids was taken because they had an allegation that he was in the car driving erratically in the Bronx and he was under the influence of alcohol. And John has never drank, never smoked a day in his life. What had happened is that his diabetes, he has diabetes, and his diabetes is either went up too high or it went too low. And if anybody can educate, see, this is why I tell folks you need to read, you need to, Do your homework, educate yourself. When you have people in your home that's sick, you just don't sit there and say, oh, well, you know what, they got diabetes. Read up on it, because this at the long run will help you. And I'm telling you, what happened is that his diabetes went up high, and anybody that has diabetes and it goes up high, it throws off a fruity smell that smells like alcohol. And this man here, you don't know what it did to us in our home. You don't know what it did to us right now. It's like every day we walk in that house, we see those kids' clothes, we see those kids' things. He's depressed. And I tell him, I said, you got to let go and you got to let God. That's my faith. My faith is let go and let God, because we're going to get those kids back. And I understand that it hurts him because the kids was in his care at the time. I was in the hospital, in the emergency room, because I had the touch of the flu, and I had no knowledge of none of this was going on. But again, and I say it again with Children's Aid Society, you all didn't do your homework, because what you decided to do, you decided to take my kids away from me without even saying, you know what, let's investigate this first. I get a meeting without a 10-day notice. You give me the 10-day notice when I got into the agency, which you all knew was not the right protocol, but you did what you had to do, because I had no voice, I had no say-so, and I don't appreciate that, and I don't felt that that was right. I should have had gotten a 10-day notice, but again, I did my homework, I did footwork, I looked around, I asked questions, and this is why I'm here today, doing my story for any other foster parent that's out there that's going through the same. Don't give up, don't be scared, come and talk. No harm in talking. There's no harm in voicing your opinion. We need to be heard. We need to have our rights. We need help, because they're not going to help us. They're not going to help us. So this is why we got to go out here and seek help for ourselves. As a foster parent, again, Stacy Brown, I do appreciate my time doing this video. And I will do it again. And I will do it again. And I will fight till the end to get my kids.